Up next year on the Leadoff Spot is a conversation with one of the more intriguing players in all of the San Diego Padres farm system. A native of Georgia, he was here with the TinCaps in 2011, played the entire season almost here last year in 2012, but to begin this year, he wasn't with the TinCaps coming out of spring training. As a matter of fact, at the end of spring training, he wasn't even a member of the Padres organization at all. His story is one of a comeback, resiliency, and the grit that the Padres like to have in their players. He's one of the older members of the roster, and our own John Nolan sits down with infielder Tyler Stubblefield.
Back here on the leadoff spot, joined now by TinCap shortstop Tyler Stubblefield. And Tyler, this is your third season in a row with the TinCaps for at least part of the year. And I know you were remarking to me earlier that it's a little bit different here at Parkview Field now than your first couple of go-arounds. So when you returned here in this second half of the season, what stood out to you?
This year, actually, the 400 Club stood out to me. It brings a different atmosphere to the park. It actually looks great, fits in well with the backdrop. My first year here, we didn't have the 400 Club and we didn't have the Harrison. So the wind was always blowing in. You know, it was very, very hard to hit home runs here. Last year, I noticed they built the Harrison, what is it? It's not a hotel, it's apartments. Mm-hmm. The Harrison Apartments, and now that, I guess, changes the wind direction, and it was a great addition to the field. But now with the Harrison and the 400 Club, I mean, this is probably like the best field in the league.
And it's helped you hit 2 home runs so far in your first couple of weeks with the TinCaps. And you are a guy who's been around the minor leagues a little bit, and I've heard you say that this is your favorite place to play in all of the minors. Why is that?
Well, I mean, like I said, I've been here 3 years, so this is one of the only places I have played. But it's the atmosphere here is great. The way we're taken care of, the field, the surface, the way our field crew takes care of everything. It's like playing on a big league surface. It's just unbelievable.
And here with the TinCaps, after you spent the first half of the season in the Independent League in the Frontier League with the Southern Illinois Miners, and you've been released by San Diego after spring training. Can you tell us what that experience was like to be let go and then make a new start somewhere else?
You know, obviously no one wants to get let go. It's like basically all your dreams are crushed, you know, whatever you want to say. But for me, when they told me that my time with San Diego was over, I wasn't okay with it, but at the same time I had a burning desire. I was like, you know, I'm not done playing baseball. I had trained and worked so hard that off season to prepare for this season that I wanted to give it one more shot, and that was my shot. Obviously was playing independent baseball. I was having a lot of success in the Frontier League with the Southern Illinois Miners, and right before the draft I got a phone call from Smitty, our director, and he asked me if I would ever be willing to sign with the Padres again. And you know, for me, I was like, absolutely, because you know, I know everybody in the organization, know all the players, know all the staff, and you know, he said that, and that was it. And then 2 weeks later, I got a phone call again, and he just said, "Welcome back. You know, you're a member of the Padres again." And I found out that night at the park, and it was just, you know, it was a dream come true, because that was my goal, was to fight and do whatever I could to be back in affiliated baseball, to give myself a shot to make the big leagues.
And it seems like there was really never any doubt for you to re-up again with San Diego when they gave you that opportunity. But in today's day and age, a lot of times people take things personally, maybe forgetting about the fact that it's still a business, and someone may have had bitter feelings, and you had good numbers in the Frontier League. So did you consider at all, you know, I'll pass up on the Padres, hope someone else calls, or why did you not feel that way?
Because there was no, like you said, it is a business. There was no bitter feelings towards anybody. It was a business decision that they made at the time that I guess they felt was best for the organization, and you know, that's fine with me. You know, I guess in business, in the business world, things happen and you can't control that. So when they gave me an opportunity to become a member of the Padres again, I was excited and jumped for it, because it's not like I had 29, 30 other teams calling me every day saying, "Hey, we want you to sign with us." So for me, it was just another opportunity to show them what I could do, and I could help their business grow.
And you said that you felt like you had worked too hard to give up on your dream of pursuing a career in baseball. Was there any advice that anyone gave you, or anything that you kind of hung on to as far as a personal characteristic to help you persevere through a rather difficult time?
You know, I've had a lot of advice given to me, but the biggest thing for me was my family being so supportive and just saying, if I didn't think I was done, if I didn't feel deep down inside that I was done in this sport, then I need to go out there and try one more time. And for me, I always said if I got released, I was going to try 2 times. If I got released again, then I might be done. But I just have a burning desire because I feel like I can help somebody and help a team, help an organization with the way I play the game and the things I bring to the clubhouse.
And you mentioned your family support right there. And there was a game here at Parkview Field not too long ago where you had a home run to left field. You also had a go-ahead hit in the later innings. And I know that your mother was in the stands for that game. You had the Gatorade cooler dumped on you afterward in the post-game interview. What was that moment like for you?
That was awesome. Just for my mother to be a part of something, be able to share a moment with me and share some success with me after supporting me for 25 years, that was awesome. They traveled a very long distance to see me play, and she hadn't ever seen me hit a home run in minor league baseball, but she's heard them all on the radio. So for her to be able to share that experience with me was awesome.
So now how about we talk a little bit about on-the-field baseball, and as far as your personal development and trying to advance your career, what are you focused on improving here in Fort Wayne this half?
For me, it's just, I'm just trying to show them that I can do everything they ask me to do. If it's come off the bench and play, then that's what I can do. Really, I just need to be consistent, more consistent at the plate, in the field, and other than that, I can't control anything. I just need to go out there every day and play 110% and help the team, do whatever I can do to help the team win.
Mm-hmm. And so far, you've played primarily shortstop, but in the past here in Fort Wayne, you've been used all over the infield. Can you tell us about the mentality that you need to have when you show up to the park and you're not sure necessarily where you'll be penciled in the lineup card?
That's the hardest part about baseball, is not knowing if you're going to play or where you're going to be playing that day. And so that's why they say, I guess, the utility guy is like the hardest position to play, because you don't know. You have to show up to the park every day like you are going to be in the lineup. And so for my first couple years of professional baseball, that's how I had to show up to the park every day. And I guess honestly, I really couldn't grasp that. I didn't really know. And then once I got released, I kind of had to come to terms with, like, hey, if I get another shot, then I'm probably going to be a utility guy. So I had to, during independent baseball, I had to find something within myself to show up to the park ready to play every day, even if I wasn't in the lineup.
And so now you jump in here with this TinCaps ball club after the first half of the season, in which they already qualified for the playoffs. What has stood out to you about this year's group in comparison to the previous teams you've played on?
This is a really young, energetic group of guys. This is probably the youngest locker room I've ever been a part of. And, it shows out here on the field. We have, I guess this second half, we've taken some hard hits, and we've had some ups and downs. But, I guess the coolest part about it is all these guys are really young, and they forget really, really, really easily. And we show up to the park every day, and it seems like everybody's ready to play, whether we're playing bad or we're playing good.
And so, Stubby, if you could complete the script on the rest of this season for yourself individually and for the team, how does it go?
Well, this is my third year in the playoffs with Fort Wayne, so this year I would like to win the championship, and then for me, it's just get an opportunity to stay in the organization and continue moving up and have some success in this wonderful game.
All right, well, Tyler, we hope that you can bring Fort Wayne its second championship here and the first since 2009. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, thank you very much.
That was Tyler Stubblefield here on the Leadoff Spot.